Hi everybody, welcome to our yoga session. So tonight I've created a lovely practice for us. So I'm going to get you started by lying on the floor on your mat. This is a yoga for the whole body. We are going to flow, we are going to move, but it's going to feel great for all of our muscles. So come down onto your mat, roll yourself down. If you're feeling any discomfort or anything in your lower back, keeping those knees bent and the feet flat on the floor might work for you. Otherwise, let's take our legs nice and long. Bring our arms alongside our body with our palms up. Let's just take a few moments to settle in. Maybe rock your shoulders side to side. Maybe acknowledge if you've got some thought or something that is still in your brain, taking up space. See if you can shelf it. Just for the next 40 minutes. Put it on a shelf. You're only going to shelf it if it's something that you need to come back to. If it's truly something that's not serving you well anymore, I want you to either stand by a little brook or a little river. There's a log or there's a leaf, and you're gonna put it on that log, put it on that leaf, and just gently, you're not forcing it away, but just gently push it out to the river and let it float away. We hold on to a lot of stuff in our past that we don't need to anymore. It's done, it's over, let her go. Let's take a couple of breaths just to check in with our breathing and our breath. So is it shallow up at the top? Is it narrow? Are you using your full capacity? Just check in with it. Don't judge it. Don't get mad at it. Don't try to change it yet. Just acknowledge it. Now for our next few breaths, let's try to make our inhales and our exhales nice and long. So inhale for a count of 4. Hold it at the top. Exhale it for a count of 4. So inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Exhale softly for 4, 3, 2, and 1. One more time. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, without thinking or counting, let's see if we just kind of keep that nice long inhale. Nice soft exhales. Exhale out of your mouth or out of your nose, whatever feels good for you. And on your next inhale, you bring both knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug. And really hug those knees in. Create lots of space into your abdomen to bring those knees in. But you're not squishing your kneecaps with your hands. So you're down by your calves or underneath your thighs. Hold it here. Couple of breaths. Soften through your shoulders. We're going to take the left leg nice and long, just let it settle on the ground. And then kind of cap your hand over top of your kneecap of your right hand. And we're going to make some nice big circles. My arms aren't that long, so I can let go of that leg. So bring it across, bring it down. Feel the connection to your hip flexor, your inner thighs. So do a few one way, do a few the other. Bring that knee back into your chest. And then you're going to take your left hand and bring it to the outside of that right knee. Bring your right arm along the side of the palm up, so it's in a little T position. Then I want you to just rock your knee over your body and then bring it away, kind of like a lying tree or a half butterfly. So you're going slow, rock it over. Bring that foot to the inner thigh, open up your butterfly wing. Take that knee across your body. Open it back up. And let's just lie here for a couple of breaths. Let everything soften. Soften your kneecap. And then use your fingertips to bring that knee back up. I'll bring both knees back into our chest. Drive the right leg nice and long. Let it settle to the ground. Tapping your knee, tap with your fingers. Let's go for those circles. So whether you go across or away, it doesn't really matter because we're going to go both ways. Go nice and slow. Feel the connection to your body. Be one with it. So 3, 4, one way. And then let's switch directions. Love for those hips. Bring that knee back into your chest. Left arm's going to come long with the palm down. Right hand's going to come to the side of the knee. We're going to use the hand to guide the knee over your body. Keep the shoulders anchored. One back up, put the foot along the inner thigh, into a lying tree. Back over. Again to that lying tree. Stay with your breath. And then on this one, let's hold our tree. Settle into that shape, settle into the feeling. Guide that knee back up. Now you're going to take that leg, cross it over your, so my left leg is crossing over my right ankle, and I'll walk both heels over towards the right side of my mat. Arms are coming up overhead, bringing the arms to the right, grabbing my left wrist with my right, and then sinking down into a little banana shape, stretching alongside the outside of the body. Closing down your eyes and breathing. On our next inhale, we're going to cross our legs and bring them back to center. Let go of the arms, bring them down alongside our body with the palms down the ground. Realign your spine. Let the legs and the toes fall away from one another. Perhaps the wrists roll up to the sky. Chill out. And now let's slowly bring that banana shape to the other side. So right leg crosses the left. Walk those heels over the left side. Arms come back up over the body. Walk the fingertips. Lean over. Grab your right wrist with your left hand. Settle in. Perhaps you have a small little smile on your face, in your eyes, as you let everything soften. Do some nice deep breaths here. Out of that nice and slowly, nice and respectfully. Once again, bring the feet to the center of your mat. Bring your arms back to the center of the mat. This time you're going to bring your arms to cactus arms. So elbows are going to be bent, back of the hands going to kiss the ground. And then slowly bend your left knee and bring it to the outside of your mat. The foot to the outside of the mat. Bend the right knee, bringing that foot to the outside of your mat. Now we're going to windshield wiper, but I really want you to go super slow, like you're in a slow motion movie. So drop and drop to the right. Slow, slow, slow. Let the knees fall, hang out here. Bring them back up to center. Now we're going to go slow, slow, slow the other side. So slow, 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 and hang out. Bring the knees back up. Extend the arms long so you're making a diamond shape. It doesn't matter which hand, but one hand on top of the other. It doesn't matter which one. Slowly start to slide your feet towards one another, letting the knees fall away into a lying butterfly. And there you're in your butterfly. So your arms are in a diamond shape, your legs are in a diamond shape. And we let our body and our heart open up and sparkle. And on your next breath, you're just going to bring one knee up. So whatever knee's away from your computer, you're going to bring it up, and then over to make the other one. Roll yourself onto your side using your bicep as a little pillow hanging out here, just for a breath or two, and then pushing up through that front arm up into a tabletop position. So on the table, we want our knees stacked under our hips and our wrists stacked underneath our shoulders. Maybe you want to rock side to side. Maybe take your gaze to look back at your toes as you rock side to side. Moving the head, moving the body, moving the spine. Come back to center. Let's just move the spine up and down into that cat-cow, so around your back, press into your pelvis. Drop the belly, drop the tailbone, take the gaze looking up. Exhale into your cat. Round it back. Oh, yes, doesn't that feel wonderful? Back, we'll meet up into table, and then I just want you to walk your knees back just a couple of inches and press yourself back into a child's pose. So sink down into your heels, into your glutes, walk your hands a little further up. Stretch through those shoulders. Maybe stretch the left side, then the right side. And then we'll sink right back. Feel your belly rise on your thighs. And sink. And then start to lift your head. And as you lift your head, you're going to engage your arms, engage your core, and bring yourself up into what we call a modified plank. So hands stacked right underneath your shoulders. Push yourself back into a child's pose. So we're just going to do a nice little flow. So inhale back to that plankish. Exhale back to child's pose. So just teeter-tottering back and forth. Find your inhale, find your exhale. And then on your next one, we're going to come back to a table. So you might have to slide your hands forward a little bit. Curl your toes, press yourself up into a downward facing dog. So spread your fingers wide, wide, wide. Roll the shoulders back and down. Press the chest towards the thighs, tailbone towards the sky. Maybe go for a little pedal, but a nice slow pedal. Keep pressing the chest towards your thighs. Connect to your calves. And now maybe move your ankles around side to side. Just have a look at them. Can you move them? Can you make circles with your ankles in your down dog? Go one way, go the other. And then we'll meet back up. And enjoy just a nice couple of breaths right here. So press your chest towards your thighs. Shoulders are running down your back. Heels are coming down towards the ground. You're going to drive the left leg straight up into the air. You're going to come up onto the toes or the balls of your feet, sorry, of the right foot. Bend that back leg and then bring it through wherever you can. Using those core muscles that we developed together, you're going to come up into a crescent lunge. So in crescent lunge, your knee is stacked, front knee, ankle and knee are stacked. Back leg, you're still up on the balls of your feet. Arms are in line with your biceps. And you're breathing. One more deep breath here. You're going to straighten the front leg, and then you're going to step the back leg up a little bit. So you're into, both legs can straighten. Hands are going to come onto your hips, and you're going to lean forward into a little triangle position. So both legs are straight. Getting a nice stretch into those hamstrings. And breathe. Now wiggle those toes. I don't want you holding onto the world on the toes. So my left foot is forward. I want to bring my right hand down to the ground. And I want to revolve to take that left hand up towards the sky. A little revolve triangle. You're going to bring that hand down, and then you're going to start to pivot to come to the little, you're going to get to look at my back end. Pivot to the long side of your mat, toes slightly pointed in. Drop your head down into a wide strap. Now, if you want, you can bring your hands down towards your ankles, taking your head a little closer. So bend those elbows. Take your head a little closer down to the ground. Your forward fold. And breathe. Let's shake our head side to side. Bring your hands back onto your hips. Bring yourself to a flat back. You drop the hands down and you're going to pivot yourself back to the front of your mat. You're going to step back into a down dog. Drop your knees down onto the ground. Press yourself back into a child's pose. And let everything go. We're going to come back up to that modified table. So we're going to do those flows again. So modified plank. And press yourself back to a child's pose. Nice and slow. Just feel this. Don't worry about what it looks like. Don't worry about, am I doing it right? Just feel your body. Feel your glutes sink back to your heels. Feel your core and your body rocking forward. 2 more times. Slide back your hands back to that tabletop. Curl your toes. Press yourself back up to a downward facing dog. So once again, your fingers are spread wide. Elbow points kind of pointing towards each other. Shoulders down your back. Tailbone nice and high to the sky. Chest towards your thighs. Go for that little walk. And maybe this time you want to push your hips to the side. But maybe you really liked making circles with your ankles in your down dog. Both ways. And then let's hang back out. So press that chest towards your thigh. And breathe. All right, let's take that right leg straight up into the air into a 3-legged dog. Bend that back leg, come up onto the corner, onto the balls of your foot. And then create some space in your belly to bring that foot forward. It doesn't have to come forward too far. You want to keep it so that your ankle and your knees stacked. Use your core strength to come up into a crescent lunge, runner's lunge. And breathe. Lift up those front toes. Couple breaths here. As you straighten that front leg, you might have to take a little step of that back foot forward so both legs can be railroad tracked and they can be straightened. And then we're going to hinge forward, hands on the hips. Get nice and long, big stretch for the back of the legs. My right leg is forward, left hand down to the ground, right hand up to a little revolve triangle. Hand comes back down to the ground, soften through those legs, and then you're going to pivot to the side of your mat one more time. Take those feet a little wider, toes slightly pointed in, drop the head down to the ground. Maybe grab the outsides of your ankles, soften through your elbows. Use your body, use your arms to bring that head a little closer to the ground. And a nice stretch with the inner thighs. We also want to get some stretch into our backs. We're going to bring our hands down to the center of your mat. Bring yourself to a flat back. Bring your right hand underneath your nose. Now we're going to pretend you're pulling a bow and arrow with that left hand. Up, do a nice big twist. So once you're in that twist, take that left hand and drape it across your back. And we'll bring that hand back down. So left hand underneath the nose. Right hand's going to pull that bow and arrow. Twist it up towards the sky. Can you take your gaze to look up? And once it's up there, you bring the back of your hand to your lower back. Both hands come down to the ground, and then you're going to pivot to the back of your mat. Step yourself back into a downward facing dog. Stay here for a nice deep breath. Fill up your lungs. On your exhale, bring your knees down to the ground. Uncurl your toes, walk your hands to your feet, and you're going to drop over to your hips and bring your legs nice and long to the top of your mat. And then walk onto your sit bones. I'm going to come this way. Drag that left leg up. And I'm going to pick it up and see if you can either cradle it right into your elbow or wherever your range is. Other hand comes up and underneath, hugging kind of like a baby. Opposite legs nice and long, toes pointed up to the side. So let's kind of rock our baby side to side, opening up that hip. Now we have two options. You can bring the foot down on the inside, or you bring the foot to the outside of the thigh. You're going to hug it in, and you're going to twist away from that front knee, looking over your shoulder. One more deep breath here. Exhale, bring that leg away. Both legs are nice and long. You can give them a little flap. Give a windshield wiper. Realign those sit bones. And let's pick up the opposite leg. Tuck it into the crook of your elbow or holding it into your hand. Hugging your baby in. And hug it away. And bring it in, cradling that baby. And either taking the foot by the side or crossing it over. And hug that knee into your body. Bring your opposite hand behind and twist away from your knee. Try and get your back nice and straight, nice and strong. You're not collapsing into your spine, creating lots of space. Slowly untwist it back. Take the leg nice and long one more time. Lap your legs. Rock your feet side to side. And then bend both knees, both feet down on the ground. We're going to lift up and under. Hanging out here just for a couple of breaths. Right under your sit bones. And you're gonna slowly roll back, but I want you to roll back super slow and see if you can stop yourself from falling back. So go back a little bit, hold it, back a little bit more, back a little bit more, and I fell. Oh, put those knees into your chest, and then bring the feet away from one another. Reach up into your happy baby, so grab the soles of your feet or your ankles or your shins. Bring the feet away from one another. Keep a big bend into those knees and drive your knees down towards your armpits, down towards your shoulders, giving yourself a nice quad stretch. So check in with your head and neck. We want a nice long neck. So we don't want the chin tucked, and we don't want the chin pointing towards the sky. And breathe. Now let's rock our baby. Nice and slow. Feel movement away from each side. Back to center. And now if you've got the arm length, let's interlace our index finger and our thumb around our big toes. And you're going to start to push, straighten the legs by pushing the heels towards the ceiling as you move your legs away from one another. So another kind of like a lying wide-legged strap, nice stretch for the inner thighs. Now you're going to rock side to side, only optional. You can continue to hold it, continue to create space in your inner thighs. Slowly, slowly, slowly start to bring the feet back together. Let go of those toes. Bring your arms alongside your body with your palms down. Keep both legs straight up into the air. Now point your toes and flex your feet. We ask a lot of our feet and our ankles and our toes. Make some circles. Go one way, go the other. Bring both knees down into your chest. Stop a little hug. Take the right leg nice and long. Bring that heel to the outside corner of your mat. Bring your left leg nice and long. Bring that heel to the outside corner of your mat. Bring your arms down alongside your body with your palms up. Let's rock our head over to the left. And rock our head over to the right. Nice and slow, a little massage with the back of the head. Back in line with your spine. Bring both hands together. And I want you to create some warmth and some space. So rub those hands together. Create lots and lots of energy. Keep them up. Rub them, rub them, rub them, rub them, rub them. And then cup both hands over your eyes. bring your left hand down alongside your body. Bring your right hand down alongside your body. Wiggle your shoulders, wiggle your hips. Anything you feel you need to move it now. And then find a spot where you can settle for a few moments. Our final resting Shavasana corpse pose, so that we can integrate and process everything, just with our body. Soften. Let everything melt. Let everything get heavy. Trust will bring you back in a couple of moments. Stay in tune with your breath. Continue to sink. Continue to melt. Continue to let everything go. Soften your eyes. Soften your cheeks. Soften your jaw. Slowly start to make some movements with your fingers and your toes. However, you're still in the privacy of your own home. If you want to stay there for another 10 minutes and have yourself a nice super long Shavasana, feel free. Otherwise, movements with your fingers and your toes. Slowly bring your knees towards your chest as you roll over to one side. Again, making your bicep, using your bicep as a little pillow. Use that upper hand to bring yourself up to a seated pose. Any way that feels good for you. Take a nice big inhale, bring your arms up towards the sky. Join your fingers, join your palms, and join your thumbs. Take a nice big exhale, bring your hands down to your heart center. And from my heart to your heart, namaste. I hope you enjoyed tonight's practice. Until next time, I'll see you again.